What is going on, guys? My name is 4G. So today I wanted to make a quick video talking about Fortnite Save the World because I'm actually starting to believe, and maybe this is just cope, but there's a good chance that this could finally be getting an update that it deserves, or maybe even going free to play. Now, I'm not exactly sure about that last part, but I can't really understand still to this day why they've never made it free. It does not make sense to me. But then again, there was a recent Save the World pack, or it was there? I don't know. I remember reading some sort of leak about how there is going to be another Save the World pack sometime soon, but maybe I misread that. I'm not exactly sure. Either way, the point is, if that doesn't happen, there's a chance that it could go free to play, right? I mean, we've been saying this for years, so maybe that's not going to happen, but let me give you the reasons why I truly do believe that even if not, Epic Games is still giving it a little bit more attention than it otherwise would, because there's a lot going on right now, okay? So for one, there's the big update that a lot of people are talking about right now, the Hestia update. This is a major update that has been leaked in the files right now for Save the World, and this looks absolutely huge, okay? It has its own weapons, items, it appears to have its own map. This is looking to be one of the biggest Save the World updates ever, let alone since the time when they actually gave big updates to Save the World, like when we got brand new story missions and stuff like that. That was fantastic. But this could be something entirely new. The Hestia update, that's a big thing right there. Something I really hope that this Hestia map update is similar to is Modern Warfare Zombies, where if you've ever played that game is, I mean, it had its mixed receptions because of a lot of other things, but the actual core game mode was incredibly fun, and I think it would fit perfectly within Fortnite Save the World if we had something similar. So basically the way it worked was it was a big open world map, and there were multiple different squads of players who could all be on this map at one time. There were missions around the map that you could go up and start, and then you can complete them for either XP or specific rewards that you could use, and you could slowly increase your weapons over time so that you could go to higher and higher zones within that open world map for better and better rewards. And then once you're done, you go and will have to extract. Something similar to that would be incredibly fun with a Fortnite Save the World theme to it, with husks and smashers and all of these different Save the World enemies that we have. I think that would be amazing to see, especially if there was a whole ton of brand new weapons and items that you could start earning. And I think it already fits perfectly within the Save the World theme because we already have schematics, which was the big thing with Modern Warfare Zombies. The big thing that you would go for was trying to find all the different schematics that they have throughout the maps, and you got them basically at the end of a mission. You could a chance to get one of these schematics for completing these missions, and that was just such an incredibly fun gameplay loop, in my opinion. If they did something similar, I'm not saying just copy paste the exact same thing, but something similar, the same kind of concept within Save the World, we could have something where we have exclusive schematics, which again, there already are schematics within this game. That's just how it's been since day one of Save the World. Exclusive schematics for playing this mode. I think that would be incredibly fun. Kind of similar to how the Storm King has its own exclusive mythic weapons. Maybe we could do something similar where the highest tier zone has exclusive mythic weapons as well, something completely brand new. I am probably overthinking all of this, but I don't know. The foundation is already laid out for them, in my opinion, and to see something like this being added would be amazing. I just don't know what else they would add with a map that is apparently 4 times as big as the Chapter 6 map, assuming all of these leaks are completely accurate. Other than that, though, I don't know what all of these Hestia updates in the files would be, and from these leaks as well, they've been working on it since October 2024, so good amount of time to be working on a content update. I mean, I'm sure they don't have that many people working on Save the World, so maybe that's why it takes longer, but still would be nice to see something like this, in my opinion. Not only that, but they are going over the tutorial missions, for an example, and reworking them to make them make a lot more sense, make them more modernized, I guess you could say. Things like that are absolutely massive because it doesn't make any sense why they would be going out of their way to make things like the tutorial missions be better if they aren't seeing that there's more people coming into the game, or if they aren't planning on making it free at some point in the future, or maybe even just the idea of them having a big update to bring people into Save the World. Reworking the tutorial could either be for the fact of making the game free soon, or because they know that there's going to be a lot of people playing the game once they release this big Hestia update. Or it could be both, but it has to be one of these things, okay? Because there's no reason for them to do all of this for just nothing, just for the same old Save the World that we've been playing for the last, what, 8 years? It's just not going to happen. I just don't think that they're going to give any sort of dev time whatsoever to this mode if they weren't planning something bigger for it. These things that I've already listed are not even the only things that they've done to save the world recently. Things like the ability to leave games and actually still save your quest progress. That is a major quality of life change that, again, why would they just change it randomly? And it's not only just random, it's the fact that they're doing it all at once. It's not like we've gotten these things slowly over time over the last few years and now they've all just added up. This has all been done in the last year worth of time. They keep changing things. Well, okay, some things were changed in the last couple of years and it wasn't any time very recently. Like, for an example, survivor missions were fixed a long time ago at this point, where even if a survivor dies, another one will spawn so that it doesn't just destroy the ability to finish the match. Because before, there was a specific amount of survivors and you had to save every single one of them in order to complete the mission the fastest way. Now they just keep spawning other ones. You can keep it going even if someone fails. So that's a quality of life change that they improved upon, and I really do like that, by the way, because it made it very easy to just grind through save survivor quests and stuff like that, for an example, instead of having to sit there for the entire duration of the timer. And then recently, with the winter update, I cannot remember the name of it for some reason, they did a pretty big overhaul of the map right now. Like, just look at the difference between this, what it was before, and this, what we have now. It was like that since 2017, I remember. And out of the blue, they just updated it to make it look amazing. And I mean, I like the first one too, but it does look unfinished when you compare it to this. So I'm glad that they actually did, in fact, go back and improve this. But it's just all of these things adding up. Not only that, but a few months ago or a year ago, I don't exactly remember, we got a brand new mission type where it was Hunt the Titan or whatever it was exactly. I can't remember because I don't really do them that often because I mainly play Save the World when there are V-Buck missions now. If we're being completely honest, because there's not a lot of big content in this game, of course, and I've been playing for the last 8 years. So yeah, that's just what I primarily stick to now when I do play Save the World. But if they added something big, like a big Hestia update, I would be on that game so fast. I know they have ventures and stuff like that, but ventures to me, it's just the same old stuff. You know, it doesn't feel like there's anything new because it's not new. I want to see new events, you know, brand new weapons being added, not just weapons from Battle Royale or whatever, but I miss the days when we had brand new, unique Save the World weapons. And if we could get even a fraction of that back, that would be fantastic. But anyways, that is going to wrap up this video. I don't have much else to say about this. I just wanted to talk about the idea that Fortnite Save the World could be getting a big update soon because they keep changing and improving this mode very recently with a lot of different changes. And it just doesn't really make much sense to me personally if it isn't for a bigger purpose. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new here and you like videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.